Hi guys, it is me, Noelle. I know I'm making another video. I just made my 100 review video, which was yesterday. If you have not checked it out, I recommend it. If you watch the 100, if you don't, maybe it will give you some incentive to go and watch it, because it's amazing. And just gonna move you a little bit, because you know. Okay, I wanted to talk about something. It's about the 100. I know, surprise, okay? But it's been on my mind, and like, first let me say, I love you all who comment on my videos, on my reviews and stuff, because I love talking to you guys. Like, you guys just make me start thinking, and then I'm like, wow, that's true, or I never realized that. And it's like, I just love interacting with you guys. So whoever you are that comment on my videos and that we talk, I thank you for your comments, because I love them. I love talking to you about the show. I love, like, oh wow, she's right, or, you know, just realizing things. So what I realized is, okay, first let me start with Pike. Okay, now Pike, I understand that okay, when they came down from the Ark, when everyone, not just the kids at first, the adults too, and all that, when they came down from the Ark, they came down from their environment that was this sacred place that they knew their whole life, and then came to this other world where people were trying to kill them. So I understand he went from being a teacher to having to adapt and survive. And I understand that, and I understand that the Ice Nation took away half his people. I understand that. But with that being said, I don't agree with killing innocent people, and I don't agree with punishing grounders for something the Ice Nation did, because those two are opposed. Those are opposites. They are against each other, not to mention the Ice Queen is now dead. So if you wouldn't have killed those 300 that were protecting you, this would all be fine. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know, it's so easy. You know, he was a teacher on the Ark, but it's so easy for him to kill innocent people and then plan to kill more. Like, for someone who was just a teacher, you know? And I realize, you know, and I think to myself, no, you know, Noelle, you adapt. Look at Clarke, look at Bellamy, look at Kane, look at all of them. They all had to adapt to their situations. They all had to survive. But how you adapt and how you go about surviving are different ways. And some ways are the ways that you should be doing, and other ways are the ways you shouldn't be doing. Like Pike, all he's thinking of is all this anger he had towards Ice Nation and the Grounders, and how he thinks this should be their land. And it's like, but why? What makes you think you're entitled to having the land? That everyone should just fall in line for you? Who are you? You, like I said, you were a teacher. You're not a leader, you know? You've never been chancellor. You've never been in a high position. So you don't know. You adapted and tried to survive in your situation, which then, I guess, twisted your mind in some way, or maybe you were always like this and it just came out on Earth. But in your twisted mind, you're thinking it's okay to kill everyone, because you're assuming that you guys should have the land and that you should run things. But that's not how it works. You were not the first ones there. And just like if you were the first ones there, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be happy if another group of people came and were like, either you're with us, or either you leave or you die. I mean, would you be okay with that, Pike? Because I don't see that happening. I don't see your 300 getting slaughtered for protecting someone. I don't see you being okay with that. So, ooh, that was my computer shit. So, yeah, so like, I understand Pike, and I understand he had to adapt, and they had to survive, and how that can mess with your mind. But I also don't agree with what he's doing, and I just don't think he is the person to be in charge. He is not in the right mind. The farmhouse, they are not in the right mind. They don't need to be in charge. They don't have any say. Like that Gilmore who follows Pike around, who Lincoln's kicked his ass, you know. And it's like, I hate that kid. I swear to God, I want him dead. Like, just die already. Like, I'm sorry. You know, like, I'm hashtag sorry, not sorry. Like, I don't mean to be, like, mean, but you need to die, and so does Pike. I swear to God, I think he needs to get stabbed in the neck by someone that he wronged, and they need to watch him bleed out and gasp for air, and just like the wounded did. I'm sorry, I know that's, like, pretty out there, but it's, like, true, because you know what? I see, Pike. I see where you're coming from. I do see it. I understand it, but I don't agree with it, and I won't agree with it, and I won't stand by you, and I would never stand by you, and I would do everything in my power to try and take you down. I don't care if you locked me up. I don't care if you had me killed. I would try everything to take you down, because what you're doing is stupid. You're just being idiotic. You're just going out there killing people because of the anger or the guilt that you feel inside for losing your people. And it's like, that's not okay. That's not what a chancellor should be doing. That's not what a chancellor should be feeling. You know, these people, they put him in charge, but it's like, why? What suddenly made you just switch to the side? Like, does no one have a mind of their own? They automatically, one minute it's like Abby's chancellor, or Kane could be chancellor, but now it's like, oh, Pike. And it's like, really, what did Pike show you beforehand that made you want him to be chancellor? Because he wants to take the Grounders down and the Ice Nation, all that stuff. Well, I hate to tell you this, but you guys aren't, the Grounders and Ice Nation aren't the only ones around. And they're not going to be the only ones coming after you. And they're not going to be the only ones killing your people. And if hopefully Lexa does keep her word, what she said, peace instead of blood, I hope so. And if Pike goes after more Grounders, like he wants to go after a village that it is doing nothing, like it's a village, they're doing nothing, but like living. So I'm sorry, is that a shame? Is that against the rules to live? But he wants to go after the village. So if she doesn't keep her peace, then war's coming. And honestly, he's going to get more people killed than more people saved. He thinks he's saving people, but he's not saving anyone. He's in his head. I feel like I'm looking at this from a psychological view. I know, I'm sorry. I sometimes get that psychological kind of view and stuff. But it's like he's looking at it as he's killing these 300 Grounders, and that somehow helped save the people he lost in a way. I don't know how to explain it. Like, killing those Grounders kind of like, well, now my people that died are at peace, or now they're free, or I don't know, you know, like, I'm just trying to explain Pike, because I was thinking about it and I really wanted to get into that. And yeah, it's like, I know you adapt to a situation, you survive, but it's just crazy. He came from being a teacher to being a cold-blooded murderer, and the people are allowing this, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, why is this happening? Why is no one trying to truly fix this? We don't need a war. We need peace. We need to stand together. Yeah, Lexa has backstabbed. I wouldn't trust her. I like Lexa, but I wouldn't trust her yet. Maybe she'll do something to make you trust her, but I wouldn't trust her. But I would still work with her. And I'd always make sure I keep an eye out for what's happening behind the scenes to make sure everything's going smoothly. But Pike just wants to approach this aggressively, and Bellamy disappointed in you for following. Now, on to Bellamy. I was thinking of Bellamy, and I thought I should explain this. Now, I don't know, maybe some people were upset that Bellamy handcuffed her and was taking her to Pike. But then someone pointed out, and I started looking at it in a different way, and it was like, wow, that's true, actually. That scene between Clarke and Bellamy was both beautiful and heartbreakingly I should have just said it's heartbreakingly beautiful, because it was beautiful but sad. You know, Bellamy unleashed that anger and resentment he had for her, and she really felt it, and she cried, you know, and she said she's sorry. And he, of course, he can't just walk away from her. He can't. That's Clark, you know, he cares so much about her. So he goes over there and he holds her hand, and she looks at him and she smiles, and he looks into her eyes, and it's that beautiful moment. And he's like, I'm sorry too. And it's like, you know, something's going to happen. What's going to happen? Is he going to call the guards? He handcuffs her. And at first you're like, no, Bellamy, what are you doing? No, you know, and he's taking her to Pike, and you're like, no, I can't believe you, Bellamy. I'm so upset, Bellamy. Why are you doing this? Stop following Pike. This isn't who you are. Like when he was saying this is who he is, this isn't who you are. This is who you are now because of everything that's happened in such a short period of time. It's so much. It's overtaking you. It's so much. You can only handle so much. You need a break. You need to just take a break. But like I was saying, he handcuffed her, you know, when he was taking her to Pike. And you know what someone pointed out, and what I thought too, is I think he was doing it to protect her. He wasn't doing it to punish her or to get her locked up. He was doing it, I think, in his mind to save her, because he realized that the only way he knew she could be safe was if he took her to Pike, or he took her to be locked up, put away, safe. He figured that's the only way. I feel like maybe, because I don't think he handcuffed her and took her to Pike as some sort of like prove to him that that you can trust him, or that he was angry and wanted to, or just because he thinks she deserves to be locked up or whatever. I truly think that Bellamy cares so deeply for her, and he didn't want anything to happen to her, and he knew that she wanted this peace so bad, and he knew that that wasn't going to happen, so he knew he had to do this, and so he handcuffed her and was going to take her to Pike, lock her up, whatever. And in his mind, I think that was him kind of trying to save her and keep her safe. And thankfully Octavia came in, kicked their asses, and helped her escape. And I mean, Clark, like, I forgot to mention this, Clark shocked Bellamy, which, oh man, that was cool. Like, dude, Clark just totally shocked him. Like, that's cool, because, you know, you never really see BELLARKE scenes like that anymore. Like, that was more first season, when they first met. But yeah, I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to kind of, I was thinking about, like I said, and I wanted to kind of tell Pike's side and kind of I wanted to tell you how I'm looking at Pike, and then I wanted to kind of tell you about Bellamy and why he handcuffed her and that whole scene. And, you know, yeah, you know, I'm just the type of person who, I see it from both sides. But see, what it is I might understand why you do something, but I will never agree with what you do. See, there's two different things. I will understand completely, but I won't agree. I will be against it. I will let it be known that I am against it. I am just that type of person, you know, like, I will understand you. I will, you know, I will hate you, probably. Like, I hate Pike. I want him dead. Honestly, him and that Gilmore guy. Like, Gilmore, I want you dead, if I'm saying your name right. Like, seriously, dude, you're a little bitch. Just putting that out there. But, yeah, so this was my take. I just wanted to let you guys know. I mean, I wasn't planning on making a video, as you can tell. But I wanted to just get this off my chest, because I was thinking about it. And, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give thumbs up if you like, if you want to, you know, or if you want more videos like this. And yeah, like, tell me down below, comment, you know, I love interacting with you guys. I changed my Twitter name, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can look in my description. It will tell you my new Twitter name. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos, and I hope you kind of get more of an in-depth look into it through my eyes, I guess, and maybe you feel it too. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be positive to be happy, don't forget, and watch the 100s Thursdays 9 p.m. CW channel 11, And season 1 and 2 is on Netflix. And you can also watch it online on iTunes. It's not hard. You should do it if you haven't. I know people say that. They're like, watch this show, it's amazing. And you're like, they say that about every show. No, I'm serious. This show, I heard apparently that, some people were saying this season wasn't good so far. Do these people have eyes? Like, I'm loving this season so far. Like, yeah, okay, I hate Pike and all that, you know? Like, there's some scenes where I'm like, I'm about to kill someone right here. I'm about to throw this TV. I'm about to, go off the edge. But this season is the most interesting. Like, I am so interested and curious to see what's going to happen next. And this is Bellamy's season. Bob. Gotta keep doing it. People don't give Bob Morley enough credit. He is Bellamy Blake. I will say it again. He is Bellamy Blake. He brings his A game. I am so freaking excited to see where he goes this season. This is the season of Bellamy. Like, we hear from Jason. We're going to see a lot. I'm so excited. Yes! Finally. Also, I wanted to say real quick, because I forgot to mention this in my other video, I think. Apparently there's a rumor going around, which they took it down, so it most likely is true. In 311, apparently, Bellamy and Clarke, they kiss. Oh my god! Could you imagine? I know. I shouldn't get my hopes up. Like, I'm not like getting my hopes up. I mean, it's in my head, and I'm kind of like, oh my god, what if it happens? Oh gosh, you know. But I'm not getting my hopes up. But I wasn't the only one to hear it. Like, I heard it from someone, and it got deleted off Tumblr, and then I heard from another person, then someone else tweeted, and they heard about it, then someone else told me about it, and they said it was on, like, the, page for, like, things that happen in the show, spoilers, basically, that kind of thing, and they took it down, so it kind of is like, you're kind of like thinking, well, if most of what they say comes true, then maybe they do kiss. So if they kiss in 311, I'm just going to tell you right now, I am going to scream. I'm going to fangirl. I'm going to have a panic attack. And then I'm going to need to lie down. And then I'm going to need to be on Tumblr and Twitter and YouTube for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, because this moment will be beautiful. No, I'm being serious right now. Like, if this happens, like, I'm not getting my hopes too high. I'm not saying it's happening, but if in 311 we get a BELLARKE kiss, which apparently Clarke initiates, and Bellamy kisses back, and it might be the scene where they hug and it's all crying, and I'm just gonna say, if they kiss, I will be the happiest girl in the world. Like, my babes, my loves, my love. Like, oh my god, could you imagine the fandom would freak out. Jason would not know what to do. The fandom would freak out. I'm freaking out just thinking about it, and it might not even happen, but I'm still like, oh, it could. Oh. It's like, just think. Imagine what happened, and it's just like, oh. The angels will sing. Like, I'm so excited. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Okay, so yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I rambled on a little bit, but yeah, 311, maybe, ooh. You know, the fangirl and me gotta get a little excited. Don't judge. You know you're behind the screen probably going like, oh my god, girlfriend, I know, I'm so excited. No. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, watch the 100. You have many opportunities, check it out, so don't make excuses. Watch it. Please. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.